So thank you very much. I'm here in Dakar, Senegal now. Behind me is the Museum of Black Civilization. So I'm just here to explore the beautiful Africa. I'll be exploring the museum, I'll be visiting the museum, basically to showcase the African art and what is actually representing African civilization and African history. So join me on this journey here in Dakar, man, Senegal, Africa my home. We are representing Africa. We are trying to showcase the positive stories about the African continent, trying to shine the spotlight on the positive side of Africa. Because for a very long time we have been defined, by very negative stories as a continent. So it is time now to try and share stories as African young people. So join me on this journey now as I'm exploring the African Museum of Civilization here in Dakar, Senegal, Africa my home. So I'm now will be entering the Museum of Black Civilization, as they call it, here in Dakar, Senegal. I'm looking forward to exploring the museum. I believe I must pay 30,000 CFA. That is the local currency here. I believe 30,000 is more like $15, 15 American dollars. In rands, almost like 300 rand. Enter the museum. So I believe it's worth it, man. I believe it's worth it. This is a journey for us to understand ourselves as people. They say you cannot know where you're going up until you fully understand where you're coming from. So I'm here in Dakar, Senegal, man, to explore the beauty of the African continent.
Le représentant de 𝐵𝐿, je m'en vais inviter Monsieur Gérard Senac, s'il vous plaît, pour remettre. Voilà. Le deuxième, s'il vous plaît. Yeah! On les prend les trois en photo. You're gonna take pictures, all trees. Allez, on les applaudit, s'il vous plaît, les amis. Pictures. Bravo. Et les Gambiens ont tout raflé, hein? On les applaudit, s'il vous plaît.
Merci. Et on va inviter les athlètes à se rapprocher tous les trois pour la photo officielle de ce podium 2023 masculin du 10 km. Vous pouvez les applaudir bien fort.
Bravo! Bravo! How do you feel?
Happy.
You are happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is your second marathon, huh?
Second time in Senegal.
Okay, so what is your plans for the future? I'm now inside the Museum of Black Civilization here in Dakar, Senegal. So this museum basically is just depicting the history of black civilization in Africa. Name of the artist. Wolf. We're in the Museum of Black Civilization in Africa. So here they're showing the revolutionary women who took part in the liberation of the African continent. Countries that shows representation of women in parliament, different countries. This country here is the lowest, less than 1% of women representation. This is the middle ones, up to 30%. South Africa is part of these ones, at least from 30% and upwards. This is the Museum of Black Civilization in Africa. So some of these fossils here confirms what science has already proven, that a black man is an original man. Some of these fossils are like 7 million years old. So somehow scientifically, it is a fact that the first people on earth were black people. It is not me, it's science. These are the fossils. This one was discovered in Taung in South Africa, as you can see here. So also this one comes from the 𝐷𝐿𝐼𝐒 caves in South Africa. This one is from Kenya. This one is from Tanzania. I believe this was the latest one discovered in 2015. It's the one that is named Naledi. It was also discovered in South Africa. Looks like it is 300,000 years old. How can you know where you're going if you don't understand fully where you come from? Hence, it's very important as us Africans to understand who are we, where do we come from, where does the Kemetic teachings relate to who we are as Africans. You know, when you talk Kemetic teachings, this is the original people. You know, how does our existence today fit into that education and information? So here is what is called a heart. What is called a harp. Instrument called harp. Harepa. is a representation of African architecture. All these marvels built in the continent. All these different buildings from different countries. You know, simple example, we have the marvel of engineering, which is the pyramids in Egypt. Till this day, not many people can fully explain how they were constructed. So these are just the marvels of, you know, science built from different regions in the continent. This looks like some formula here they're trying to use to explain how the pyramids were constructed. This is very powerful, man. I don't even know what to say. This is the greatest achievers and contributors to the African continent. This is greatness, man. This is greatness. This makes us proud as Africans. I'm here at the Museum of Black Civilization here in Dakar, Senegal. So this is very powerful. I'm inspired. I see here the greatest Serena Williams is shot. They must put Serena Williams here, you know. 23 Grand Slams, one of the greatest tennis players of all times. So here's the greatest Formula 1 race driver, man, Lewis Hamilton. He's the greatest Usain Bolt, man. You know, the greatest sprinter in the world. This is George Floyd. Now this is the greatest basketball history has ever produced, Michael Jordan. Now here, this is the only African player to win a Ballon d'Or, George Weah. Now here, this is Barack, man. You know, this is what I always say, that I never thought in my lifetime I'll see this happening. A black man becoming the president of the United States. I never thought I'll see this in my lifetime. A black man becoming the president of the US. So this is Barack.